Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an amazing life. I'm going to supply the tools for you to manifest anything, from my courses and webinars to this channel and to my internet training, to help you find options to go outside of that which you're living right now that is undesirable. I want to give you the absolute answer to everything out there that is causing you pain, that you're struggling with, that creates worry, all of these things. I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm going to tell you my whole channel is based on this. What can change all of it? Everything that you do in order to live that desirable life must be a way of life. One of the biggest questions that I get from my audience, my subscribers, people that email me, Facebook, Instagram, everything. How do I change? How do I do it? How do I change this? How do I live that amazing life? I don't know how to do it because we think it's something we do. It's something you are. This is why awakening is not separate from manifesting the thing you desire. It isn't separate from loving what you do for a living, or when you have challenges, how you handle the challenges and the people. It's a way of life. Awakening and manifesting are not separate. It's not like, here's my spiritual life, and then here's what I'm going to work on so that I can have a happy life and get the things I want. It's one thing. Everything. It's everything. Now let me explain this to you. How is that? How can that be? How do I create that? Manifesting, I'm going to meditate and do these things, and you go out into the world and you're not being that which you desire. That person who lives that life without worry, without struggle, without not having to scrap and claw to get things, that person lives a completely different way than you're living if you're not experiencing that. There's no doubt, no worry, no judgment, no criticism, no anger, no resentment. You wouldn't have anything within your whole being that would ever want to harm another, an animal, anything on this planet. It's a energy field that is peace, that has acceptance, and that knows that you will never lack for anything your entire life ever. You will not want to go for the things that are not good for you anymore. You will receive abundance beyond your imagination. And you'll no longer want those things to make you happy. You'll already be happy. You'll already be abundant. And here's what happens. When you know you have it, and you live it, and you feel it, it appears. That which you are, you receive. That frequency you're on, that's what's up there. You cannot receive these things up here if you're on this lower frequency. They don't resonate together. You must be this, and this is the toughest thing for people to do because they feel frustrated and struggle, and it's like, oh, well, how do I get there? How do I get there? This takes practice. I supply all kinds of tools for you to do it, but you must practice. Every day you're going to have the old thoughts, you're going to have the old triggers, you're going to have the old thinking. And most people, they just go through their day like that. And they say, I don't like this, I don't want to live like this, I'll go meditate for a while. And then they go right back to everything, and they live exactly the life that they are thinking and feeling, and that is one of lack, frustration, struggle. And it doesn't stop. It just keeps going and going and going. And this is why people say, why don't I manifest the things I desire? Why isn't it showing up? You have not changed that person who you are now. You haven't changed it. And you may have all these thoughts and these beliefs going on that you don't even realize are total blocks to you manifesting anything. That person must become something amazing, that person must know that they have everything, that they have the power to create and manifest anything, that that light of the source flows through you, is you, must be you. That's science. And you're not using it because you are allowed to say, I'm not powerful, and make that happen. You are allowed through quantum physics to create limitations. I hope it's not getting too dark in here. Hold on, I'm going to put on a light. So my question to you is, are you focused on being that person, or are you focused on manifesting a situation or a thing? Chances are pretty good you're focused on a certain situation or thing. When you focus on being that person who no longer doubts, who knows that abundance flows, who knows that peace of mind and a new earth and kindness and love is already here, all existing. You just don't see it that way. You're seeing this world and yourself, your situation differently than it is, or can be, because it's whatever you choose it to be. You must feel it. When I get up in the morning and I bless this planet, I'm not doing it just that moment. I'm doing it all day. You know the power of prayer when groups get together and crime rates go down and accidents stop happening, and then it goes back up because we focus and then we go off and scatter our focus to anything. Now, if everybody lived like that, that's just how the new earth would be. Does this make sense? If you lived in that space and everyone lived in that space of always blessing everybody, of always sending out love, of always imagining peace, always, the entire planet would change and stay like that because we would be that. And that entire energy field of which we are, this collective that we share, would be that higher awakened frequency. No lack, no people on the streets unless they wanted to. And we'd bless them and go, okay, they're experiencing it. They wouldn't be struggling. They would just want to experience something. There would be no hunger. Nobody wants to experience hunger, but some people choose that so that we can all learn lessons and be the angel warrior to step in. We wouldn't need to do that anymore. We don't need to learn the lessons when we're living in that space. Awakening is necessary. We have a new era coming in here where it's about being that person who manifests with a thought on a higher frequency. Because you manifest 24/7. If you're manifesting from a lower frequency, one of doubt and lack, you're manifesting that. Everyone's manifesting. It is not something you do when you want something and you focus. You must live the life of the higher thoughts and frequency to start receiving the best things for you and others. If you're manifesting a lower frequency and it comes from greed or anger or scarcity or lack or fear, then you know what the results are going to be. Not good. And stuff can show up. But the results are not going to be positive. And struggle will continue. Can you be that person? Doubt and fear is one of the most powerful emotions in our collective. This is why my entire channel is Break Through Fear. We don't try to stop it. We just don't react to it anymore. When you get a challenge, we all say challenges are, oh, I don't want them, this feels bad. I call them gifts. It's an indicator of what must change with you. That there's some kind of thinking or some kind of struggle or fear that's going on that's causing that negative feeling. So it's a gift. Your feelings are a gift because they're indicators of what you must change if you want to live and be that whole, powerful awakened being. There it is. Oops, there's that gift. And I look straight at it and I say, what is this feeling? What is this feeling? And it dissolves. Because there's a story you're telling yourself. You're telling yourself some belief of fear, it's all fear-based, of that things won't be okay, and then you're creating it when you can create something completely different. That thought you can change and create something amazing. You can do it now. You can change your thought right now. 3-second manifesting. If you haven't seen that video, go see it. I've got 500,000 views of this, as of this video. One video. 500,000 people liked that, and there's no advertising that I do on it. I'm just showing you how to get rid of the thought. Why? Because we spend our whole life in negative thoughts and judging and anger and frustration and criticizing and debating each other about this and that, and it's silly. When you die, none of it's going to matter. You know what's going to matter? What did you do while you were here? What did you contribute? And did you worry about something that's never going to happen? The abundance will flow. When you let it go, it will come to you. You'll get the relationship. You'll get the amazing job. You'll get the opportunities that you didn't even imagine. The right people will show up. You've opened the gateways. And when we don't believe and we don't have faith and we struggle and we want to get this and we don't live our lives like this, we're closing all those doors. And when you open up, you don't fear, you're not afraid, there's nothing to ever be afraid of. Nothing can harm you. Dark entities, okay, what are they? They're just other entities on lower frequencies trying to get your attention. That's all. It's a bad kid in the room, blah, 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 talk to the hand. Fear of that opens the gateway for them. So close the door. You're not afraid. You've got all kinds of angels and guides. Call them in. Surround yourself with the light. I call it the light of faith. Come join me on my webinar, December 7th. This is 2019. I have one called Activate Your Magic. If you put in the code No Limits, you'll get 25% off. It's less than the cost of a cheap meal. And we talk about this. I give you 5 different ways to say mantras and start to switch the thinking and call in practices. 5 practices, and one of them is the light of faith. I call in the light of faith. Why? No worry and doubt is allowed in that energy field. You can't put the light of faith around you if you have fear and doubt, because that's not faith. So we expel it, we dissolve it. And then we surround ourselves with faith. And you start to condition yourself to know that you are in charge, to know that everything's exactly the way it should be, to know that every feeling that's negative or unpleasant, I should say, is a gift for you to make that adjustment, to say, I don't have it right yet. I'm not on that frequency because I would not have these negative feelings if I was. This is my gift to say, you've got some work to do. Thank you. Thank you for this. Thank you for this situation to allow me to go into that space of awakening. I'm going to practice. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to stop saying things shouldn't be the way they are. You hold unbelievable power. You are the power of the universe. You came down here to experience being human. We're supposed to be breaking through this stuff right now. Are you doing your job? It's time. It is time. Get busy. Must be. Every thought, action, what you put in your body, what comes out of your body, you're spewing garbage out of this little pie hole here. Yeah. All of it. Every thought. What belief do you have that's restrictive, that says other people are wrong and that what you think is right? Here's how things are. Why? Because somebody told you that? Look at what's been going before us. It's totally messed up. My generation, go to college. But God forbid if you didn't go to college, graduate. You know what? I have young kids writing me right now saying, I don't want to do that. Because they see we're not happy. Our whole generations before them are totally messed up, screwed up the planet and their own lives because they listened to those before them that said, this is what you have to do. This isn't what you have to do. What do you want to do? What are you passionate about? What feels right and good? What do you want to contribute to this planet? It doesn't have to be the rules that we've had in place. Live a life, a full one, the way it's supposed to be. You're struggling most of the time because you're told you're supposed to be doing certain things. You're told you're supposed to stay in that relationship that's not working, or that job that you can't stand that's killing you. All of it, it's not working. Seek it. Seek the higher frequency. You don't have to live the way other people tell you to. There's no such thing as failure. Well, what if I do this and it doesn't work out? You're learning, you're expanding, and that's another fallacy. That's another story we say is, oh, see, you tried it, it didn't work. It's always working. It's always working for you. Because you're learning from it, you're expanding, you're becoming better and higher, but not if you're not taking those steps. And using those lessons to become something greater, to be that amazing person, living that amazing life in every area of your life. Go to landriaonkka.com. Come join me. 3 hours we're going to spend, and if you can't do the live one, you'll see the replay in there. The code will still be. You can still use the code on the replay. That'll be in the store. My internet marketing, I post it all the time. People are learning stuff. Oh, that internet marketing, it's a scam. Great. Then don't do it. You don't have to criticize other people. If something's not for you, move on. We must stop this. Love one another. End the fear. See it. See it for what it is. It's not real. It's made up. It's a story. Change that story. Live a complete, beautiful life and practice every day. Not for a few moments or a half hour on a meditation. Every single moment. I have a mobile app coming out that's going to help you do that. It's going to be pretty cool. You can actually put a timer and it'll vibrate and catch you and remind you and give you practices and things to do. That's going to be coming out in 2020, probably first quarter. So get ready. Use what you need to. Use the teachings. Watch the videos. Spread the videos. Share the videos for those who desire it. We want to raise the frequency of the planet, one light being at a time. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and healthy, happy, abundant, loving. I don't want to hear one negative thing coming out of your mouth, because I do hear it, We're all the collective. I know what you're doing. I know everything you're doing. You can't hide it from the universe. Blessings, my friend. Namaste.